everybody, this is a follow-up video from yesterday. Today is Monday, April the 10th. Ooh, Big Belly Rebuilds YouTube. Ooh, somebody came out from underneath the truck.
Yeah, he's hanging out.
Are you hanging out with Steven today?
He's hanging out.
So I'm not able to follow Steven around 24/7 like he thinks that I do. He's always saying that I follow him around. He's always saying, there you go, follow me around, but I don't catch everything that he does. And I can't. I mean, I have a life.
For that.
I have a life too. And
Yeah.
and I can't catch everything that my husband is doing. I can't. And so he's been out here working on the F-350, and I've been inside writing out checks for bills and getting our bills paid. Steven makes the money, and I put the money to the use and get those bills written out and paid. So thank you, Steven, for being our breadwinner. Thank you for allowing me to be able to pay the electric bill today. So I'm making some money and putting it in the bank. So I've been doing some bookkeeping inside, getting some bills paid because my husband's the breadwinner. So thank you for that, Steven. And in the meantime,
You're repeating yourself.
And in the meantime, while I was doing that, I missed everything that he was doing out here. Even though he accuses me of following him around.
She does, ladies and gentlemen. She's a follower.
So I missed it. I missed all the action.
That's not what I heard.
So why don't you recap and tell them, our audience, what you have done.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you what I've done. I didn't do a lot, but I did do something. Anyway, so what's going on is that when it rains, it leaks down behind the rear view mirror.
Do you want to hold the camera? You want to?
No. So it leaks down behind the rear view mirror. So the first thing I did was, I've talked to you guys about it yesterday, but these the stainless steel that goes around here, these moldings that go on here actually have rain gutters behind them, and they're smashed, they're old, they're 20 years old. So the first thing I did was, let me replace them. That's unheard of. I spent last night and all this morning calling everybody and searching the web. All there is more used ones just like this on eBay. They are nowhere to be found. So
Is that because the truck is a 1996 model?
they just discontinued it. They don't make them no more. I even called LMC. And for those of you who know about older trucks, LMC is the people to call for older stuff. They said they didn't have them. Didn't know when they'd get them. So anywho, so with that being said, I said, well, let me get out there and see what I can do with what I got. So I got out here and I have glass, tar that you lay glass down on. I put that down in the back there. First I cleaned it, prepped it, cleaned it, got it nice and clean. Then laid that tar back down in there and pressed it down into it as tight as I could get it. And then when it's all said and done, I said, okay. And I took a big wet sponge and put it right there, and I did cover the hole. And I got down and went inside, and lo and behold, water was leaking out. So what's happening is, what is happening here, if I can get you down in there to look. I don't know if you can see that or not. I don't know what you're looking at. Where's my finger? Okay. Oh, wait. This is a little difficult. Okay. So this rubber right here has somehow, it goes underneath the glass over here. Then it starts easing up and it starts raising up. as you can see, it's raised up right there. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get the thing adjusted. But I'm not sure if you can see any of that. But so this rubber is supposed to be pressed down, and right here there's a lip, and it popped up. It's popped up a little bit from there to there in the most valuable spot, or the most important spot. It's popped up. So I got the back of it sealed up. It doesn't leak back there, so we don't have to worry about that no more. And I did put tar in there, and it did not hold. It just pops right back out, slides right out. It's not getting contact. So I did just put rubbing alcohol on it, and cleaned it with some rubbing alcohol. And I'll try putting some rubber down in there again with it clean, and see if I can get it to hold. If not, then I'll have to figure out something to get down in there. And then I'll have to get a wheel and get this silicone off the paint, clean her up, and get it off the stainless. Put it back together, but that's what I'm doing. At least I know where it's leaking now. It's behind this rubber has slipped up. As you can see, it's got a lip on it, and it's pressed down over there behind the glass. So where it has slipped up, that's where it's getting water. So that's what's going on.
Well, that was a difficult trade-off. I'm standing on a ladder. You all look. There I am. I'm standing on a ladder, and so we were trying to change the phones from one set of hands to another. So anyway, well, Stephen, I guess that shows you that you are capable of being adaptable and use your ingenious skills, because now you got to figure out what to do. And well,
I got to figure out a way to make that rubber, that tar, bond to it, because first time I put it in there, it just slid right back out. So it may be because it's wet, because I did tell you that I put water in it, and that would keep it from bonding. But I'm putting alcohol on it, and that will take out any water. Plus it'll get it clean. Then I'll let it dry, and then I'll try rebonding some more rubber down in there. Tar. Window tar. See if I can get that to seal up.
Well, you certainly are like MacGyver, the old-fashioned MacGyver program. You're like MacGyver. You know how to use what you have to fix things.
Well, certainly the first thing I wanted to do was do it right and just get new parts. But even if I had got new parts, it wouldn't have done any good. I could have went and bought all brand new trim, and it still would have leaked, because the problem is the rubber, it was supposed to be pressed down like this, and it's popped up. So basically where it's popped up right here, it's letting water in. So I do have it resealed on the back, which it never leaked in the first place, but now it's double safe. But now I got to figure out how to get something in there to bond. I will try some more of this stuff. It comes on the paper roll like that, and it's got wax on one side so it won't stick to it.
And that's called tar paper?
It's what they put for glass.
Oh.
You roll it down, then you take this paper off of it, because it sticks to everything. It's tar.
Okay.
And then you put your glass on it.
Oh.
So, but when I put it on there, it didn't stick. And like I said, I had put water on there, so that's probably why it didn't stick. But now I just cleaned it with some rubbing alcohol, and that's how you get rid of water. And with this heat, it should dry up pretty good. And then I'll reapply it and see if I can get some tar down in there behind that gasket.
Well, okay, Stephen. Thank you for walking us through that, because there's no way I would have been able to explain any of that.
Yeah, this I got like 10 grand in this truck, and we were doing taxes, and I noticed that we were paying taxes on a truck that on low blue book value was either $17,900 or $19,000. I thought, well, this truck is worth almost as much as my Freightliner. I better take care of it. So I knew this leak was out here, so first thing I did was replace the lights. That didn't fix it. Second thing I did was put that new tar back there. That didn't fix it. Third thing I'm going to do is put, like I said, some more tar in that rubber there. Hopefully that fixes it. And then I'll do something about these holes and clean those up and get that sun visor back on there. And,
well, now you were telling me, and I wasn't quite sure how to explain it, that there's something, because this is a 1996.
It's a Centurion.
Yeah, talk to us about why the Centurion.
Well, those are special orders. So when these trucks came off to the showroom floor, they never made it to the dealership. From there, they went to a different factory called Centurion, and it was right there near the Ford factory, somewhere in the same neighborhood. They would go on a truck and they would send them over to the Centurion factory, and they would have special order kits. This one had the fiberglass kit that it has on it, and it is a XLT Ford 350 XLT with a Cerulean kit on it. And like I said, on low blue book value, it's either $17,900 or $19,000. I paid $7,000, and then I invested like $3,000 or $4,000 in it, getting it right. And so I got like 10 in it, but it's obviously the value of it is something else. Get out of here, B. So it's something that's that valuable. Everything I got loses value. So my Harleys are losing value. The truck loses value. The F-150 loses value. My Cadillac, I paid 11 grand for it. It ain't worth 5,000 now. It sits in the garage. So it's just like it was the day that I bought it, with, you know, plus 20,000 miles. But everything loses value. For some reason, this thing has been gaining value, and if it's going to gain value, the last thing I want it to do is sit out here and get damaged by the weather.
Yeah, true. That's true. Huh. And what does Power Stroke mean?
That's the motor that's in it. It's the best motor that they make for Ford. It's got the 7.3. So it's got under 200,000 miles on it.
And 1996 is the year that I graduated from high school. So
I'm glad it's not black like that, but I did see one on Marketplace here sell not too long ago. It was identical to this one, black with red interior, and man, it was pretty. But man, could you imagine having a black truck? That thing there, it nearly kills me when I'm out on the road and I have to park in the hot sun. You can run all 3 air conditioners in it and you'll still be hot.
because of the black paint, black absorbs heat.
Yeah, I mean, that's all. But anyway, anywho, Ricky's giving me the finger.
I am not.
Guys, have a wonderful day. Have lots of fun. We don't have no internet. For some reason, we have lost our internet, and they're going to send a tech out here and find out what's going on. So we haven't been able to, other than using our phones, we haven't been able to upload anything. So if you miss us, now you know why.
Oh, yeah.
God bless, and later.